Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how to draw the eye. So first I'll show you how not to draw an eye, then we'll talk about materials, then I'll talk about the anatomy of the eye, real basic, and then I'll show you a quick drawing tutorial. One step to drawing more realistically is to sort of forget about how you think something should be drawn. So for example, a lot of people think that the eye is an almond shaped. Well, actually, everyone's eyes the lines have subtle differences. So the materials I'll be using today are a couple of different types of charcoals. So first, I'll be using a vine charcoal. A vine charcoal is really soft and you can almost just rub it away with your finger. And then the other type of charcoal I'll be using is called compressed charcoal. So compressed charcoal is the fibers are compact together, so it creates a darker shadow and you cannot rub that away as much. So the model I'll be using today for doing my eye demonstration is my roommate Cameron, and the photo is pretty funny. I chose this photo because it's really expressive and I thought it would make for a really fun eye drawing. Okay, so the eye is actually, the physical eyeball is actually set in the face, so the majority of the eye is in a cast shadow because of that. So the eye is set back in the face for biological reasons so that when it's raining, we don't get water straight in our eyes, so we're still able to see. Okay, so now to actually drawing the eye. So this, as you can see, her eye is set back into her face, so that it creates a really large shadow below her eyebrow. So now you can see me just starting to sketch out the big, main shadows of her face. So that's what I do with the vine charcoal. And you can smudge it around and get like a nice gray shadow area. So the eyelid, everyone's eyelid sort of makes this like diagonal slanted box shape. And so the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid sort of create this opposite diagonal line. Okay, so the eyelid isn't actually just one line. So when we looked at that photo at the beginning, and it was like a pretty generic looking eye with the almond shaped. So that's what we want to stray away from. We want to make this eye look like Cameron's eye, not just like anybody's eye. Okay, so the eyelid is sort of like a box. So it's a three-dimensional shape. So that means you have to draw this underhanging. So now when it comes to drawing the iris and the pupil, so the pupil is never like front and center in the eye unless your eye is like wide open or something. So there's always part of the iris actually cut off from either the top or bottom eyelid. Usually it's the top, but since she's making this face, it's the bottom part. So now I'm just going to go back in with my compressed charcoal and just darken up the shadows that I see in the photo. And then after I take my compressed charcoal, I'm going to go back in with my eraser and just like erase out the strong highlights. And then in terms of details for like eyelashes and eyebrows, one of the major reasons why some eyes don't look realistic when they're drawn is because people add every single eyelash that they think should be there. So today we learned what materials we can use to draw the eye and eventually draw the face. Then we learned the basic anatomy of the eye, and then we learned actual steps on how to draw the eye.